What up, everybody? What's going on? Gotta get to the spot. Hey, everybody. This is Plan Your Greatness. And I am your gracious host. And it's been a few days. I've been busy. But welcome back. Thanks for joining me. All right. This is Plan Your Greatness. I am your gracious host, Carlton Hamilton. All right. Let's get right to it. The weigh-in. I haven't been here for a few days, and I hate to admit I've been slacking a little bit. I've been busy getting the kids back in the groove of school. I've had some busy stuff with my businesses, and so I haven't worked out as much as I should have. So the weigh-in today, I'm weighing in right around 250, and so I want to make sure I stay on the bottom side of that as I move forward. So that's where we are. We are making progress. And if you've been following, I started out this journey at around 268, somewhere in that area. So now I'm down to 250. I've lost 20 pounds. And so better eating, better exercise, better sleeping, intermittent fasting. I'm keep saying that again. I'm going to do me a video on that so we can talk about that. Just some basic principles. Some people do it and they don't even really know they're doing it. But I'm very intentional about doing it. But all right. Let's get back. Okay, this channel, this video line is the Playing Your Greatness channel videos. All right, specifically what we're talking about is the book that's coming out. That book is going to be released sometimes later on this year. It is Playing Your Greatness. Let me give you, okay, this is not the actual cover. This is kind of just a rough cut of it. Plan Your Greatness, Life, Love, and Business After Sports and Prison by me. All right. So that's the book. And so we're talking about the book. In the other videos, I'm pulling different things, thoughts that I have that were expressed in the book, and then I want to give them a little more substance. And so we're going through every section of the book. There's going to be a video attached to every chapter, and it may take a few videos to break it down, every section. So we have done 2 videos already on the mission statement from the book and the vision statement from the book. Now what we're getting ready to do is we're going to talk about the preface. And I had to look it up to see if it's preface or it's preface. Okay. And what's a preface? Preface is kind of give you an idea of what the book is about. Okay. So what I ended up doing, I did a kind of reflection as far as what the book is about and you know, maybe what symbolizes that. And I used a movie. Back in 2005, there was a movie called Coach Carter. And if you've watched that movie, you already kind of know where I'm going with this. Coach Carter, this was a story of a high school in Northern California, Richmond High School, where this one coach saw the school declining in people graduating, the basketball program. So he went back to kind of bring some things back to the school. Well, understand this. If you know my old story, that movie came out in 2005. I had graduated from college, from Arizona State University in 2003. So that movie came out 2 years after I graduated, but more importantly, 6 years after I was released from prison. Now think about that. 6 years after I was released from prison, I went to school and got a bachelor's degree. So there's stories. I'm probably do some more on it, but some of the other prior videos I talk about a little bit more of the journey. But this is what this book is about. This book is about my journey from childhood to where I'm at today and how I did it and some of the very specific things that I utilize on a very mental level, spiritual level even, on how I was able to get my life back on track. Okay, so this book, or this movie, Coach Carter, in this movie, there's a very specific relationship between Coach Carter and this one player by the name of Timo Cruz. He was always asking him after he got the opportunity to get back on the team. You got to go watch the movie so you can see some of the other pieces. So I'm just going to cover it a little bit. This very unique relationship with Coach Carter and Timo, he would always ask him either at practice or as he was entering into the game, what's your deepest fear? And so Timo would have this stinky look. And some of the other players were like, why you always ask him, what's your deepest fear? What's your deepest fear? So I didn't think anything of it. as we are watching through the movie. So you see all this interaction going on with the coach and the player, and there's a very powerful setting where the coach had laid down these rules. The team were not adhering to the rules, so the coach basically locked the team out. There was brushback from the district because the team was doing so well. There was brushback from the community as the community thought that this was just the highlight of these kids' lives. But Coach Carter knew, he said, if we're making a big fuss about this right now, then what are we doing? We're basically setting our kids up for failure. And we're talking about a predominantly black school. All right. So as the coach comes into the gym one day after they basically told him, you need to let these kids play. We don't want you no more as a coach. The kids basically got together and said, hey, coach, we still want you as our coach, and we're going to honor our contracts, which he made them sign at the beginning of the season, saying you were going to dress a certain way, you were going to keep a level of academic standards, and these things were going to carry over into practice. So the kids made up this makeshift classroom as they were getting their work done so they can finish what they started. And as Samuel L. Jackson, who was playing the coach, as he smiled and began to leave the gym, one of the players, Timo Cruz, and you got to see the movie so you can see this relationship. Timo Cruz gets up and says this. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Timo Cruz, and I have to read it because I know it, but I don't know it word for word. So Timo Cruz says this, and some of you will know exactly what I'm about to say or where I'm going with this. Timo Cruz gets up and says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest of the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our mere presence automatically liberates others. When I heard Timo, let me put this away. When Timo got up and said that moved me. But then he went on to say something else to the coach. He said, thank you, coach. You saved my life. Now, just for that little clip, go pull that up on YouTube and find that little clip and watch Samuel L. Jackson, how he displays what happened. Like when if somebody moves you to tears and you want to try to hold on to all that manhood, and he says, thank you, all of you. Okay. So I went on a search. I said, where did he get that from? So I'm searching, I'm typing stuff in. 2005, the technology, this is 2018, so the technology of the internet wasn't as vast or fast. And I don't even remember how I got to that information, but I came across it. I first found the author of that quote, Marianne Williamson. She has now is one of the well sought after motivational speakers based on that particular quote, because where that quote came from a book that she wrote. It was called A Return to Love, Reflections on A Course in Miracles. And I was like, okay, what's A Course in Miracles? Let me pull this up. This is A Course in Miracles. It is, I believe, as if you read it, it is a combination of a bunch of things. This book is a combination Bible. It's a combination recovery text. It was written by a group of individuals, Foundation for Inner Peace. Basically, it's God is my strength, vision is his gift. That's lesson 42. This is a book to help anybody as far as gaining yourself a foundation of pulling yourself out of a hole. Now, I look at my book as being very similar to this as far as a tool for pulling yourself out of the depths of your despair. All right. So I found the book. Okay, Return to Love, Reflections on A Course in Miracles by Marianne Williamson. So basically, she used that book because if you go and listen to her story, she tells you she was suicidal, she was depressed, she was just an absolute mess from relationships and everything. And her reading that book and getting involved with that organization, she was able to pull herself out of that. And as a result, she wrote a book saying, hey, this is what that book meant to me. Now, in my book, that library, that prison experience, all those things are wrapped up into my book and what those experiences have meant to me. But that's why it was so powerful. And that's why that book is, because what the preface of my book, and I'm explaining to you as what she did in her book and how much that meant to him. My book is meant for you. Okay. It helped me uncover some of the things I did that helped me be successful. And it also covered some of the flaws I had in my life as to why I did some of the things that I did. So what does that mean? It means that I believe in this book, it is to inspire you. It is to encourage you to be self-reflective and become more self-aware of where you are so you can move forward. Because as the title of the book, Plan Your Greatness, it's not by accident. To plan. See, just the first word, plan your greatness, means you have to be very intentional. You have to be deliberate, and you must be in control of if you are going to make change. You may not know exactly how you're going to do it. The plan is kind of how, but I can tell you right now that plan that I set in motion, that I wrote in prison, that I was going to do this, do that. I was going to be a motivational speaker. I was going to be a college graduate. I was going to be a business owner. I knew what I wanted to do, but how I got there, I didn't know. But I was just going and moving and moving and moving. And as things came along, I just knew, hey, I'm going in the right direction. I'm keep going. I keep moving. All right. So that's what I'm getting at to you, is that I'm letting you know that this book is going to show you, and to plan your greatness, you must be very intentional, deliberate about that whole journey. All right. So this is something that I know. Okay? I know this. And most of us take this for granted. And I know this not because of the greatness that I achieved as an athlete, of everything that I did after I fell on my face after baseball. I know now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that everybody watching this video, everybody that'll read my book, that'll have any sort of contact with me, I can tell you with 100% certainty that you have more greatness within you. Because some people will look at me as I'm going to be standing up on a stage, as they read the information, they will look at me and say, there's something special about you. Well, what about you? I'm no more special than that bum standing on the side of the road. The difference is, okay, I'm not more special, but there's a difference. There's a difference where I decided that whatever it was going to take, however much pain it took that I was going to go through, I was going to get out of my situation. That's the difference. That individual that's on the side of the road has all the attributes that I have. Not getting very biblical or anything, but God didn't give me more ability or more mental strength than that person. I just made an absolute decision, very intentional, that I was going to use everything that was given to me to get out of this. That's the difference. So that's what this book is really it's telling you all the stories, all the things that I've gone through. and it's also there to use as a guide on how you can actually write the ship. If you don't have a plan, this book will give you a plan. All right. So you have more greatness within you. Okay. This book is going to ask you to ask yourself the 3 questions. What do you want in life? Why do you want what you want? And can you actually see what you want? Can you see yourself accomplishing it? Book is going to ask you to ask yourself that. The book is then going to ask you to create 3 truths. All right. Hold on a second. Get out of here. Okay. The book will ask you to ask yourself 3 questions. Okay. And it says early and often, because they will change over time. Okay. So early and often, ask yourself 3 questions. All right. The next one, it says create the 3 truths. And this is you want to be able to, on your deathbed, if you don't have anything else to share with the world, all your information, videos, books have been erased. What are the 3 things that you know that are true? I'm not sure if I actually have those in the book. I think I do. But if not, just as we making this video, I'm going to add them in, and I'm going to make a video talking about what are the 3 truths. I think I've done that in a video talking about the mission and vision statement. All right. And the last thing is that you want to write a mission and vision statement. You want to make that very clear. So those are the things that the book is asking you to do so you can move forward and begin that journey of changing your life and changing other folks. All right. Like this page, we'll have all this stuff in the thing below. You know how to do this stuff on YouTube. So like this page, subscribe this page, and share this page. All right. Plan your greatness. Okay. This is Carlton Hamilton. And I'm going to say this again. Plan your greatness. Why? Because no one else will. All right. I will see you guys all next time.